Dale Not Dale Podcast.
What's up, Vaughn?
I knew that was coming.
All right, Vaughn.
All right.
Vaughny,
Hey, how's it going?
we're back. I said it, so you have to say it.
No.
Yep. We're good.
Well, I mean, yeah.
We're good.
I'm not going to say it.
We can't be we're back twice.
No, I know. We're back.
Can't do that.
I just did it.
I edited out of the episode.
No, you can't. You can't edit it out when it's live right now.
I edited it last week.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I
just lowered the voice a lot.
That is really rude.
No, I didn't.
Okay, good.
But I'm going to this week.
Okay, just change my personality. Why don't you?
Well, I had a lot of emails asking me to dick it out of there.
No, I don't think you did. I think that's the new year, new us kind of thing is worn off on you, and now you're seeing that it's really not a new year, new us.
I wish it was a new year, new you.
That's rude. That was really rude. Wow.
What's up, man?
Dude, nothing, man. It's been a week for sure.
What's been going on?
Well, we had to put our dog down on Friday.
I know,
as
that sucks.
And that was tough. Still trying to adapt with that.
I know I didn't talk to you much, but Crystal would keep me updated with her and Lindsay talking.
Yeah.
And it sucked because so we went through it recently as well.
Yeah.
Our Kobe, your Kobe passed. And we only had our dog for like not even 2 years.
Yeah.
And it was tough. I can imagine, like I said, y'all had that dog for what,
16 and a half years.
16 years. That's a long time.
Yeah, that's an old dog.
That dog was funny. He would just bark.
Funny if you don't. Yeah, funny if you don't live with him.
I didn't live here.
Yeah. No, he didn't. He wasn't always like that. He just got to a point where he's just senile. I mean, that poor thing did not know where he was. And he was just time. He was old.
Yeah, it sucks.
He stopped eating. Then he had that episode a couple weeks ago where he had to go to the emergency vet. So yeah, I mean it's.
I know for us when our dog passed, like it was we didn't have him that long to like really get a lot of memories with him, but dude, that was like, I told people that's probably the most emotional thing I felt in my life, which is sad.
I mean, is that the first like animal you've ever had like that was?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've lost like family members and stuff like that.
And you're
no, like I was sad.
Yeah,
but this was different. I don't know. It's different with an animal. I
mean,
guess.
The family members that you lost though were those ones that were like you were really close to.
Yes.
And really?
Yes.
God.
Isn't that weird?
I mean, I guess maybe not weird. It's different, I would say.
I guess everybody takes things different.
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect to have that kind of emotional, like I was like Kim Kardashian ugly crying the whole day.
Does she cry ugly?
You ever seen those memes?
I guess not.
I got a meme of that. We'll have Magnus put it up when we're talking about this.
Okay.
No, but dude, it was bad, man. I don't want anybody to go through that. Then like when y'all went through it, I was like, man, this sucks because it's just still fresh to us because heck, our new dog Tiger, we still call him Kobe. Like there's times we say it because it's just so habitual.
I mean, honestly, that's probably the best route when if you have a dog that passes away and it was a good dog, just name the next dog the same one.
Kobe too.
Yeah, I mean, I think that'd be easiest.
Yeah, man, it was the crazy thing. Our new dog, they had the same dad. Isn't that cool?
That is cool.
Yeah, I guess I got it from same breeder, the Vintage Doodles lady, but it's just neat that same father, and it's pretty neat.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we're gonna go from death to life here real quick.
Let's go.
So I watched this documentary last night called, is it Our Father?
Okay.
So there was this. I mean, it's sick and twisted. There was a doctor in Indianapolis who worked at a fertility clinic.
Okay.
Well, women obviously would come in, and this was in the 80s, 70s, and 80s, where we weren't as advanced as we are. So he would say, "Oh, I'm giving a random sample. It's a random medical student. It's a random how they normally do it." it was not random. It was the doctor's sample. And he was impregnating women with these samples.
Dang.
And I think, and I could be wrong because I fell asleep towards the end.
Must have been a good one.
I think he had like 65 kids.
You seen that before? He's shaking his head.
Magnus saw it. Yeah, they were all
65 kids.
Yeah, they were like 90% of them were blonde hair, blue eyes, and yeah, I mean, dude, and he didn't show any sort of remorse for it. He felt like he was doing like something
like,
with his religion.
Thinks he's like Nick Cannon.
But like Nick Cannon isn't sneaky about it.
But because they're just thinking they're getting a random.
Yeah. And then they did like Ancestry.
What does it matter if it's? I'm just trying to think.
Well, so when you go and you do like Ancestry or whatever it is, the DNA match profiles, like all these people were doing it and getting these hits. Like, here's your half sister, here's your half brother, here's your half brother, here's your half sister.
They're all in Indianapolis.
Yeah, and they were all within 25 miles of each other for the most part. So they had like this half brother, half sister meetup over the years.
It's like the Saturn meetups they did back in the day.
Yeah. And over the years, like the lady who was trying to get him in trouble would have to call these people and be like, "Hey, we matched. Let me let you know what happened." And then these kids who literally thought that they were birthed by their father and mother.
Yeah.
And their parents told them, "Yeah, you are your fathers, you are your mothers." They lied.
And then they did the ancestry thing.
Yes. They lied in the sense that they didn't want their child thinking that they were birthed by somebody else.
I got you.
So, yeah, it was messed up. Real messed up.
Holy cow.
So
it's on Netflix?
It is, yeah. So do you think maybe you and I have the same donor?
I mean, there's got to be.
Something.
You know what's funny about, I think, so back in my hometown, there's a doctor that got busted years ago for like having like Polaroids and stuff for like women that he would treat or whatever, like nude pictures that they didn't know he took or whatever. And it was funny because when they did that, and then my mom, they've come to find out, like my mom's doctor when she was having me was out, and so that guy is the one that birthed, like that was my mom's doctor. So I was like, "Mom, I'm sure he's got Polaroid of you." I was telling her that.
So did he have these Polaroids for like medical records? Or,
no,
it was like self.
Yeah,
that's
why he got busted. That's why he got busted because of that.
Yeah,
and then but it was funny though. Come to find out, then my mom was like, "Oh my god, that's the guy that like my doctor was out of town, so that doctor was the fill-in for
Dr. Hefner."
Yeah.
But no, back to my 75 children story. So the guy actually, I don't believe was ever prosecuted.
What did he get prosecuted for?
He
being a weirdo.
I mean, I don't know.
It was like, what laws did he break?
Well,
it's ethics. I mean, for sure. I get it, but
and I guess in the state of Indiana, I mean, he really broke no laws. If I remember, Magnus, you might be able to. He lied to the jury.
Yeah.
He just put in his own. Yeah. So anyway, that's enough about that guy. I think he's dead.
Wow. I have to watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like documentaries though, so I'm gonna check it out.
Dude, documentaries are my favorite by far.
That's the only thing I watch on Netflix.
Netflix does the best documentaries. It used to be HBO. HBO had phenomenal documentaries. Now Netflix is just taking over a documentary. They're the best by far.
All right, well, we got a little heavy in the intro.
Yeah.
So let's kick it to the Dale Not Dale rap and get started. This is gonna be a solo episode, just me and old Bonnie boy.
Solo off the top of our heads.
Yeah, I got some ideas. I found some. We'll play a little. Would you rather?
Oh man!
Just so we can have some.
Yeah.
Talking points.
We can do that.
Make it weird.
Let's get real weird.
Yeah.
Magnus is here, so it'll be even weirder.
That's it. He's got a shirt off for some reason. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right.
Uncle Dale and Vaughn with stories to unfold. So sit back, relax, and behold. We discussing life and all its ups and downs. Tune in from your side of town. Talking pop cultures, movies, and TV shows. Giving the thoughts and much more. This shit is style, clothes, and gadgets galore. Keeping you entertained, you'll be begging for more. Cause we gon' laugh and hey, maybe
I love that rap.
But one thing's for sure, you'll be
It is phenomenal. And let me just tell you, I listened to it in my car,
Yeah.
and it's got a pretty decent stereo.
Got some good bass, huh?
Sounds phenomenal.
Got a little bump in the trunk.
Yeah, it does. Absolutely.
Don't get that confused with junk in the trunk. It means girls with big butts.
I like that.
I do too. I'm a fan.
God bless you.
Hey, okay, so last night, listen to this.
Uh-oh.
I told the girl I would talk about it. I'm just not going to say her name. So last night we had a birthday party for a friend of ours, and I know who they are. We know each other. We don't know each other. We haven't.
Do I know who this is?
I don't think you know.
Okay.
I don't know her super well. We know who we are. We've talked, but like last night was the first time we actually had a more interaction, and we had fun. It was like 30 of us, but we were sitting close, and so apparently, she was talking about apparently she's got a big follow on Instagram for books. Like she reads this chick reads a ton of books, a bunch of books,
Okay.
like a lot of books.
I'm interested.
So apparently, she's into the smut books.
Oh, I love
I love them.
I love that.
And so
I love that.
the other friend,
Like erotica literature?
dude. Yes. So
Okay.
the other friend next to us, she was talking about. She's like, "Oh, what you reading?" And she's like, "Oh, well, what are you into?" I'm like, "Oh, here we go."
Uh-oh.
So I'm like, "Let's go." And so she was talking about so the friend sitting next to me, she was like, "Man, the stuff that I thought was made me blush, R-rated." The chick's like, "Oh, that's like PG to me."
Yeah.
So then she showed us this one book. There's this one chick and there's 4 dudes in it.
I love that.
And I'm like,
Wait, what?
yeah. So it's funny that happened, and then the weekend before that I had my my two sister-in-laws and my 2 little brothers' wives, and we were talking about stuff. We were playing an adult game, like this card game, and but they're the same way. They read these kind of books, and they're talking about. I mean, these women get crazy over these books, man.
That's what I hear. I've yet to read one, but I have heard some reviews about them.
I want to start reading these things.
I mean, I'm down.
Just so that's what I said. So we're going to start a smut book club,
Okay.
and we're naming the podcast episode something book club. I don't know. Something book club.
Okay.
So I told her. I told our friend last night. I was like, she's like, "Don't you talk about this on your podcast?" I'm like, "Oh, it's too late. We're talking about it."
Yeah. Why do people say don't talk about it? Don't tell us not to talk about it, because we'll talk about it.
I mean, we'll share her Instagram handle if she wants to.
I mean, however she wants to.
But dude, hey, it's just funny because that's a big deal, man. I was like, I don't know if you've
Read a smut book?
No, I'm just if you've heard about. I mean,
I have definitely heard the literature that goes on in those books,
it's very graphic.
and I have seen an excerpt of one, and it is. I mean, obviously, I don't blush, but they make me kind of cringe.
So the one friend with us, she's like, man, she goes, I was running and I would listen to them. She goes, man, they say some stuff in a book. She was like, I was blushing, hoping sure people couldn't hear what I was hearing. She said, that's how bad it was.
That's awesome.
So, so I looked up, I was like, okay. She's like, well, she does audiobooks, but the other chick, she reads and listens to them, I guess. But she reads I think she said she read 290 books or something last year or something.
Yeah,
crazy.
what a waste.
I'm like, yeah, that's a lot of reading.
It is. 290 books in 1 year. I mean,
Yeah, she's read 17 books this year already.
I mean, you're literally
This year. And it's the 15th.
I mean, you're literally reading almost 1.25 books per day.
Yeah. It's a lot of books. I don't know. You know what books I did read that I read the Twilight books
I would never.
way back in the day.
Yeah. I read Goosebumps.
R.L. Stein.
Yeah, dude.
Dude.
I used to love those books,
The book
man.
fair was awesome.
Book fair was awesome.
My favorite book in there I never got was that one, the Michael Jordan book. It was big, and then they had one page. It was like his actual size of his hand. I remember as a kid, you put your hand in, like my whole hand fit in his palm.
I don't remember that.
It was like
book.
8th grade.
I was never a basketball guy.
I can tell. Sports? You mean sports?
Yeah. No, I was definitely into sports, just not basketball.
I was a big basketball fan. A big MJ fan. I like Kobe a lot, and then I was a big Allen Iverson fan.
I'm a big fan of Allen Iverson.
He was one of my favorites.
And Latrell Sprewell. I'm just kidding.
Riding on deuces.
Oh, hey.
The 24s. Remember that?
Jeez.
Got them Spreewells, son.
Didn't he have he had like 115 mortgages at one time or something?
Really?
I don't remember what it was.
You know, when I worked at Sprint cell phones company, you could look up names. And I remember one time, like, you could get in trouble for this apparently, but I looked up Allen Iverson, and dude, he had like 400 cell phones, like ton of accounts. So I'm sure you just paid for
everybody.
Yeah, you wonder why these guys go broke.
Oh man,
they got to take care of so many people.
I'm
sure it's like family, entourage, and I mean,
if I ever made it, which I'm going to,
you can pay my cell phone bill.
I'll pay your cell phone bill.
Okay,
but I would never like my parents. They don't need a $5 million home.
I mean, they might like it.
I mean, they would yeah, of course they would like it, but they're not they're not gaudy. They wouldn't expect that.
I would.
I mean, I would make sure that my mother and my father were taken care of. My stepmother was taken care of. But I wouldn't. They would get mad at me if I did too much.
Rachel says she wants a $5 million house.
Rachel wants anything she possibly can.
Rachel would be all game.
She'd want one of those Diet Coke machines like in her
that you have to pay for.
I keep pushing it and it keeps coming out, so I'm going to keep drinking them. Dude, Rachel's a trip. I saw her today.
Oh, she's funny. She always comments on her stuff.
Oh, she does. She doesn't have anything better to do besides comment on her stuff. What a trip.
So what are we going to name our book club?
So I was thinking about that. Like, I'm going to have a name by the end of this episode.
Okay. And
then we'll name this episode what our book club's going to be.
So I took it a step further this morning. We have like our Facebook, like, you're on Facebook obviously, but Facebook events. Like we have one for the birthday party.
Okay.
Everybody who gets invited, and then people post pictures in there, whatever. So I put in there this morning. I'm like, hey, had a good time last night. Due to last night, I was inspired to start my own book club. And so everybody's laughing because, we were talking about that really loud at the table.
All right.
And so, and then the girl, she sent me an Instagram reel today. We're cracking up. I'll show you after. But yeah, she's in a. I should just say her name, but I'm not.
No, don't say her name.
I'm not gonna say it
because I need a little bit of
mystery.
Yes, anonymity.
Yeah,
for her. Ask her what the smuttiest book she's ever read was,
and we need to get that.
And
one.
then that's the one we'll start on.
Okay, Smarty.
Because from there, then we just go downhill. I don't want to have to work my way up.
I want to go for broke.
Yes.
I want to blush from the first chapter.
Yes, dude. Can we read it together?
Yeah, and we'll have weekly updates. But apparently that one chick was like 4 dudes. I'm like, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Sounds like you in high school.
I don't know why you could just. Why wouldn't you just stop at 3?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, 4's a crowd.
4's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot.
You imagine having 4 wives?
I could.
You could do it?
I mean, I could imagine having 4 wives.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying I would want to have 4 wives, but I could imagine having 4 wives.
Sister wives, I'll get you on there.
It's on
TLC.
I don't know. I don't know how that would. I don't even think about it.
I need to ask women on our Instagram about. We need to get recommendations from the book for the book club.
Okay.
And then we need to have a male's perspective review.
Are these long books?
I mean, we can get audiobooks. We can just listen to them together.
All right.
I don't mind reading, but
I mean, I don't. The only thing is like here. Okay, so here's my thought. When people read, you hear yourself in your head, right? Like I do.
Yeah.
I hear myself in my head, even if I'm not reading out loud. I think that it would be more awkward to hear somebody reading in a different voice. So like if, Joe Smith was reading this book over audio tape, I just don't know how I would feel.
Why?
Well, I don't know. I'd rather have Jane Smith.
Okay. Well, we can find that out.
Yeah.
Or maybe we'll take turns reading each chapter aloud. I read to you.
Yes.
You read to me.
Yeah. And
Dude, this is a great idea.
I think it is a great idea.
Then we'll have book club t-shirts for sale.
Magnus, will you make sure that you remind us to read these books? Because a lot of times we come up with these great ideas while we're here, and then we forget about them. You're not editing it out of them. No, you're not.
Yeah.
We don't edit here. Edit's for losers.
You're going to read it too.
He's probably already read
Magnus looks like he's into smut books. Why is his shirt off still?
Why? I still don't understand. Why is your shirt off? This is so weird.
Dude, yeah. I was just surprised that was such a big deal. Dude, so I remember growing up as a kid, my grandma had all those books that had like Fabio on the front with shirt off with a chick, half naked.
Yeah.
So it's been around for a long time. I mean, women read that stuff and they really enjoy it. It's a big deal, and it's just funny that I'm sure it's been going on our whole lives. But just over like literally 2 weeks, I've ran into people that's a big deal. It's like they're all into it.
No, well then
They get all hot and bothered over these books.
we need to be hot and bothered.
I'm trying to get Crystal to hooked on phonics so she can read it.
Poor bastard.
She was last night. She's like, we found the book, the one of them that she was talking about, the one that was good. So maybe we can read that one. She did tell us this one. We found this one. Crystal saved it on Google or whatever. So that could be our first book. It's called Vicious.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Vicious Vaughn.
Vicious Vaughn.
Oh, God bless him. Anyway, but yeah, let's do it, man. I'm all about the book club.
Yeah. I thought it'd be a good idea. It was just something I was like, this is very weird.
You know what I think it would be funny too? I had just had this great idea. Like if you read the book out loud and like you record your voice and then you send it to people randomly as a text message, like a real bad part of it.
Okay.
And then you just you can read the book, record yourself, and then send it to a random friend.
Okay.
Just out of the blue.
Okay.
And then see what your replies are.
I mean, we can do that.
Yeah. It'd be amazing.
Like type out or read it.
No, like a voice note.
Okay.
And then we just send the voice note. And then we have to make sure it disappears after 2 minutes, though. Because we don't want them to have any evidence that we read erotica.
Yeah, no. Oh, man.
But yeah, I think that'd be a good idea.
I mean, we got a big women following. So maybe these women want to hear more about these erotic books.
Yeah.
And then we'll have a book written about us.
Like an erotic book about you and I?
Yeah. Not about us.
Oh.
Like we're characters in there.
Oh.
Like we're 2 of the 4 dudes.
Oh, okay.
With this chick.
Oh, my God. Yeah. So one of the things we talked about is changing our rating to explicit.
I mean, if we're going to read these kind of books, it's going to change.
It is.
The whole world's going to be flipped upside down.
Yeah. If I'm going to be in a book, dude, I don't want to be with 2 other guys.
I think we just need to be the cover.
Yeah.
Cover art.
We can do that.
We'll get Magnus to take the picture.
Yeah.
And then we do need to follow up with Angelica about the painting.
We do.
So
She said, you know what? It was like one of those things I was thinking to myself. She said she wasn't good at painting faces.
Mm-hmm.
Is she blind? Did she inject her eyes with Botox?
So,
I mean, that picture she had of her mom was incredible.
yeah, it was good. So just a recap. So me and Vaughn went to Bay Area Aesthetics on, 2 Fridays ago?
Yep.
2 Fridays ago for for our 2-week follow up from our Bro Talks,
Yep.
and we experienced the boom boom chair. Mm-hmm. That's gonna be funny. Like, so Magnus was there with us. He was videoing. So we got a video. It's gonna come out soon for YouTube. We'll get that out soon. And then Vaughn did the M sculpt that he wanted to try, and then we got. I didn't get any touch up. I was good. Vaughn got to touch up on
my eye troughs.
Your eye trough. He got a little touch up there, but in there. We were talking about she was an artist before, and she had a painting in her room that she painted. It was really cool. So we're like, we needed her to paint a portrait of us, like half horse, half man, centaur. That's what I wanted myself.
A Delatar?
A Delatar. That'd be funny.
I think it'd be great. 1 horse, 2 heads.
Two-headed horse.
2-headed horse.
I like it. I think it'd be a good idea.
I think it would be.
And then we could sell prints.
Like I told her, I was like, I'm willing to pay for you to paint a picture. And she just kind of was like, I don't know. She didn't say yes or no. So maybe we need to press her more.
Well, you can just ask her. So, hey, let's get this going.
Okay.
If not, I'll turn to Fiverr. I can probably find somebody to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Aren't we about 1 for 3 on Fiverr so far?
Yeah. But I like my odds for this.
Yeah. Well, fair enough. Some people are good painters.
Yeah. We can figure that out. So, yeah, man. All right. So, Smut Book Club, that's coming.
Mm-hmm.
A potential painting of us.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to have that.
Yep.
Especially we talked about closing in the podcast more walls.
Yeah.
That'd be a good picture to have on the wall.
Yeah, would. I have to learn how to weld.
Oh, I can show you.
Nah, I'm sure you can.
Give me a weld. Give me a lead and a welding torch.
You don't weld with a torch.
What do you weld with? It's gas. What can I use? Argon?
No, I mean it depends on if it's flux, MIG, or TIG.
Oh, I use TIG.
TIG? Okay, that's for little
TIG
tiny.
weld.
That's the little tiny things.
That's why I don't weld big things.
Yeah, you need a stick welder.
Okay.
I'm gonna get you one for Christmas.
I know some guys that are like there's some companies I used to be a part of. Like I'm friends with a guy that used to own one. They're called SWAT, Specialty Welding and Turnarounds, but they do. So I've got some buddies that work there that are specialty welders, and they post like their pictures of their big welds and stuff. Dude, it is like an art.
It is. It's absolutely an art, and
it's unreal,
and it's not easy.
It looks tough. Plus, you're wearing a big mask.
And it's hot.
It's hot. You're wearing
Forget
gloves.
how hot it is.
I can imagine.
But anyway, I'm going to learn how to do it.
So I'm not a welder.
It's true.
I go to Fiverr for my welding.
That's probably a good spot. Yeah, that's one of those things I've always wanted to learn. I might as well. So this year I'm going to learn how to weld. Not anything crazy, just enough to get by. Just kind of fix something here and there. You never know whenever you're going to need to weld.
I've never in my life had to need to weld something.
Well, so the thing is, you probably did need to weld something, but you didn't have the toolkit in your mind to know that I could do it. So there's my gate. I've got an automatic gate at my house. One of the arms broke one time, so I had to call somebody else to weld it. He was here 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes. Did 3 little.
How much you tacked it?
3 little tacks.
How much?
$150.
$50 tax. That's about right. That's what I charge.
I'm gonna remember that when you need me to weld something.
It's a good deal.
Yeah, it's a great deal. So yeah. Anyway.
Well, I got some. Would you rather's? Would you play some Would you rather's?
I would. Yeah. Is it clean? Would you rather's?
Don't worry about that. We're a smut book club now. We can do what we want.
I mean, I think we really have to think about this. When
He's shaking his head.
Our
yes.
intention of this podcast was to stay family oriented.
Yeah, Semi Stupid ruined it for all of us.
He did. So are we curtailing?
No, that was a fun episode. I'm not gonna stop. I get it. We're not gonna drop a bunch of F-bombs and be grotesque, but I'm gonna be myself. If one comes out, good. And then there's stuff we talk about life that's gonna come out. Maybe not. It's not not PG-13. It's fine.
Okay. All right. I'm
I
good
doubt
with whatever.
I honestly doubt there's anybody young listening to our podcast.
I don't know.
What's our demographics? You already said 18
to 64 female.
There you go. They can hear a cuss word.
Okay.
And smut books.
Okay.
Okay?
Moving on.
Okay.
We're explicit.
We are an explicit show now. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Would you rather, Vaughn, look at your mom's internet search history or your dad's search history?
My mom's, I think, would be more interesting. My dad's search history would be like how to weld. But my mom's would be, it would be psychology related.
Okay.
So I'd like to see like what she would see. What about you?
That's pretty boring. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I think I would go with my mom's as well.
I would go with your dad's. I don't even know. I know neither one of them, but I think your dad's.
I just don't think my dad's Google. I mean, his search is going to be like he's a guitar guy and he's a Harley guy, and that's what he'd be looking at.
What would your mom's be?
Like smut books. And, I need some pointers.
Man. Yeah. All right. Okay. Understandable.
Yeah. You never. I mean, could you? I mean, you think you know somebody?
Yeah.
Dude. My Google searches I get pretty weird because I send a lot of weird stuff to people.
Yeah.
And I'm always on the internet. So
I think I have the most normal Google searches.
Dude, you're so lame.
I mean, because I don't need to search in Google for anything that's out of the ordinary. I don't need to. I don't.
Well, then I'm not asking you this question. Then you ruined it.
Oh, good.
Would you rather give up your favorite food forever or give up sex?
My favorite food forever.
Chipotle?
Easy. Oh, I'd give up Chipotle for sex? Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, there's 100%. Yeah, I'd give up eating itself.
I mean,
just not eat food.
I would. Yeah, I mean, we'd die.
I mean, I'd die if I didn't have the other.
Yeah, but we would. Yeah, like you could go 45 days without sex. You couldn't go 45 days without food.
I don't know.
Oh well, goodbye Chipotle.
Chipotle's gone. That's what they get for not responding to. Not letting us.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, I'm still upset about that.
Yeah, if they had a Chipotle worker on here, I may have changed my answer.
Yep. Goodbye Chipotle.
Man, I don't know about this one. What would you rather never get a haircut again or never shave again?
Oh man, that one's tough.
That's a tough one. Cause for me, I like to change my hair up, and I do like to shave. I change my face up. Sometimes I shave. Sometimes I let it grow a little bit.
I mean, I think if you let your hair grow, like you can kind of put it up and get it out of the way. You like your facial. I mean, I have to shave more than I'd have to get my hair cut. I don't want to look dirty.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. I look like. Appreciate it.
Well, no, I mean, I'm saying if you had a beard going down to your feet, that'd be kind of dirty. I mean, that's my thought.
Oh, this is kind of gross. Would you rather never be able to scratch an itch or never able to pop a pimple?
Scratch a snitch. What? Scratch an itch.
Yeah, you can't scratch a snitcher.
Well, you can.
Or never be able to pop a pimple. That was kind of stupid. I need something really weird. Okay, would you rather lose the ability to lie or believe everything you're told? Ooh.
Lose the ability to lie.
You would?
Oh, I would absolutely, yeah.
Golly, that's tough.
Because here's the thing. Here's my thought. I'm a pretty truthful guy. Can I BS with the best of them? Of course, but I'm still a truthful guy.
Yeah, I am too.
I would hate to believe anything that I'm told.
If that happened overnight, I would be pranking you all the time.
I mean, I know.
You imagine if you believed everything you were ever told?
It would be horrible. It'd be horrible. But I mean, my like mental psyche questions everything. Like I'm always like, really? So, and there's no way I would, if I just believed everything, that'd suck.
That would suck. Yeah, I mean,
Santa'd still be alive, but fake. I mean, how does that happen? If somebody tells you Santa's here, or Santa's real, and then somebody told you wouldn't, like, how do you decipher the difference?
I don't know. That'd be kind of.
All right, I just take away my ability to lie. Luckily, I don't do that enough that it's going to really affect me too much.
Would you rather sell all of your possessions or sell one of your organs? Oh, organ, easy.
Organ, yeah.
Like a piano?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that. What?
Get stuff back. Get your organ back. You can get your organ back.
You got two of a couple of many anyway, right?
Yeah, one kidney. You got two kidneys.
Yeah, I don't need two kidneys.
And is an appendix an organ? It's part of an organ. Hey.
Oh,
No
would you
one needs
rather
an
be
appendix.
would you rather be asked the same question over and over again or never be spoken to ever again?
Never be spoken to?
Really?
When people ask me the same question over and over again, it puts me in this weird thought.
So you'd rather go your rest of your life nobody ever speaking to you?
Can I speak to them? Can I speak to them? So hold on a second. Thing about this game is, all right, so if I'm talking to you, you're just going to keep asking me the same question.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you keep asking me the same question, that's going to annoy the living hell out of me. I'd rather you not talk.
Yeah. Let me find something good on here, dude. That's kind of stupid. Oh, would you rather get a paper cut every time you turn a page or bite your tongue every time you eat? Oh, that sucks.
Paper cut.
Yeah.
Because our smut group's going to be audiobook only.
Dude. Yeah. I would never want to. Dude, biting your tongue's the worst. Or biting your cheek.
Oh, gosh.
It swells. You keep biting. It's never fun. Let's see. Would you rather be only able to whisper or only able to shout? That'd be funny.
Whisper, for sure. What about you? You're just shout, I know for sure.
I would shout because I'm just loud anyway.
You love shouting.
It's like last night we were at dinner. Before the dinner, we were outside on the little second deck lobby, waiting outside with drinks for the table to be open. And then Sarah and Lou came in. They're like, we couldn't find y'all at first, and we heard Dale walking up.
Golly. Something about people in Louisiana.
Hey, dude.
They get loud.
I want to be known that I'm here.
Yep.
Would you rather, I know your answer is, would you rather have to kiss every person you meet or never kiss your partner again?
Like if I met a dude, I'd have to kiss
Every
it.
person.
So
You kiss them.
okay, so my choice is to kiss everybody or to never kiss my partner again.
Yeah.
Never kiss my partner again.
Wow, you don't want to kiss a bunch of people?
No.
This is a pre-COVID question.
No, I don't want to kiss. No, I don't want to kiss other men. That's weird. Not
that there's anything wrong with that.
that there's anything wrong with that. But for me personally, I'm not. It's just not my thing.
Oh man. Would you rather win 50,000 or let your best friend win 500,000?
Ooh, see, this is a tough one. So I got to take into consideration best friends. How are they? So
Who's the friend?
it'd be whose friend. So I'm going to use you in this situation.
Okay.
I'd rather win 50,000.
I would rather win 50,000. You win 500 anyway, any day.
Yeah, because here's what I knew that you would answer that way. Because the fact of the matter is, if I won 500,000 and you were with me, I'd probably give you 100,000.
Why would you do that?
Because
why was I with you? What happened?
I don't know.
Well, we need to talk about this.
Okay, well, let's talk about it. All right, so I go to a gas station, buy a scratch off.
Okay.
You're with me.
What did I buy?
I don't know. What do you normally buy at a gas station?
Dude, I got whatever they got there, gummy, I'm going to buy.
Okay.
Gummy
so
wristwatch.
You buy gummy bears.
Gummy Coke bottles.
Okay, gummy Coke bottles. Okay. So here's my thought. I win $500,000. You're with me.
Okay.
What if you weren't with me? Would I have still won the $500,000?
Yeah.
How do you know?
I mean, I don't.
Exactly. So I would think that since you're with me, maybe.
What if you went to buy a ticket and somebody else was there too, and they bought a ticket in front of you, and then you won? Be like, man, what if this guy wasn't here? I got to give him $100,000 too.
Because they weren't there for the journey. They were just at the destination.
Dude, that's like a Rascal Flatts song.
I like the Rascal Flatts. But no, I mean, you never know. What if you were like, oh yeah, exit here, we'll go to that Valero.
Okay, well that changes this.
What if you're driving?
I'm like, come in here, buy a ticket, loser.
What if we're going to a golf tournament that you were invited to and I just was brought along? Had you not?
So how do you determine the amount? I mean, I'd be happy with $5,000.
I mean,
you said 100. I'm good with 100.
Well, a normal tip is 20,000 or is 20%. So 20% of 500,000.
Okay.
This is considering it's tax free.
Man,
I think it boils down to which I'm just getting to a point. I think I'm just a better person.
I mean, if $50,000 is not life changing money either.
No, it's absolutely not.
And I'd be like, I'd let you win 500 if you give me 100, so I can double up quicker.
Yeah. Next question.
You don't like that?
I do. You like this date night thing we're supposed to be doing that we do the Goodwill shopping? We still haven't done it yet. We need to.
Okay, we'll do that soon.
You're going to make me look like an idiot. I would honestly, before you told me you were going to make me look like an idiot, I would have honestly picked out something that you would look decent in and presentable.
You will be decent and presentable. It'll fit.
Okay, it'll fit. I mean, you could give me a tutu that'll fit, but I don't,
It's going to be men's clothing.
Okay.
Dude, the whole point is you don't go to good. I'm not going to Goodwill to find like snazzy clothes. You're gonna look like a pimp.
Okay. Next question. We'll see what you pick out.
Oh man. Would you? See you. This is. I know you. You're gonna answer this Would you rather be alone for the rest of your life or always be surrounded by annoying people?
Alone.
Yeah. See,
Absolutely.
Vaughn hates people.
I don't. No, I don't. Everybody's going to get the wrong idea. I don't hate people.
Do you do?
I think that everybody gets something from somebody. So like they give you knowledge, they give you, humor, they give you something, whatever it is that you can enjoy. Some people, what they give you is not something that you need. And I don't need those people.
What is what?
Like somebody being annoying. I don't need that. I don't need somebody to be annoying. Because is it supposed to test my patience or teach me patience?
Man,
I'm never going to have any.
Man, I don't know if I could be alone the rest of my life. I need people around me.
I mean, if you're alone, can we read smut books when we're alone?
Of course, but you can't talk about it with nobody.
Trust me, I don't need to talk about it.
Man, some of these.
What? Oh, I got one.
You go ahead.
It's not would you rather.
Okay.
It's more like we're going to insert celebrities into this.
Okay.
Who do you see yourself robbing a bank with? Like, what celebrity would you see yourself robbing a bank with?
Shia LaBeouf.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good. Yeah, I could see him robbing a bank,
Dude.
if he hadn't already.
I mean, we have.
Really?
Yes.
That was $500,000.
I know people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll give you 100. I gave him 100 grand.
I figured because he needs it.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is a good actor.
I actually do like him.
I like Shia LaBeouf.
He's different. He's a little awkward, but have you seen his new tryout for Spicoli for Fast Time?
Oh no, really?
Oh my gosh, dude. He crushes it.
So they're redoing the Fast Time Ridgemont. Did he get that part, I guess?
I don't know if it's coming out or if it was just a reading. Like Morgan Freeman was in it.
Really?
He killed it. If Crystal gave you a hall pass for one night and then somebody there had like the Men in Black thing where you forget everything.
Justin Timberlake.
Okay. So your hall pass would be Justin Timberlake. Okay.
Okay, let's see who that would be. Golly, that's tough.
Full like it's morning. So
why do I have to forget it?
Well, I mean, unless you want to bring the guilt with you.
That's a hall pass.
Okay. All right. So you have to remember it.
Well, I want to remember it.
Okay. All right. So you have to start in the morning, breakfast, got to do lunch, do a little date, dinner.
With that same person, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, so the thing is, you got to be able to seal the deal after dinner, then do a little sleepover.
Fantasy suite. You ever watch Bachelor?
Yeah.
It's on Bachelor. Man. That's
Mine changes regularly.
I mean, we kind of have the same one.
Yeah, probably.
And that's all Paige.
Paige Spiranak for sure.
Yeah.
And that's my number one. All right, now you got to do a random because we knew that was going to be number one. Now do a random.
Man. Golly.
That's a tough one. That's really, really tough.
Oh, man. Might as well go look at my Instagram to find this question.
Yeah, I don't
Answer.
I don't know. I mean, I'm thinking like
Maybe like Mila Kunis. I'm a fan of her.
I'd go Mila Kunis or Margot Robbie
Oh, God, I forgot. Yes, Margot Robbie's my answer.
or Nicolas Cage.
Well, he's the 3 a.m. call.
Yeah. All right.
What's yours?
My second one, it was Margot Robbie.
I picked Margot Robbie.
And I picked Paige Spiranak.
I said it right in first.
Oh, then Mila Kunis.
I said her too.
How we have all the same ones? Jeez.
Well, we better hope it don't hall pass same day.
Well, I better get the hall pass on before you. I don't want to know I don't want the second pass. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Okay. Would you rather have a mullet for a year or completely bald for 6 months? Oh, I couldn't be bald, dude. I could rock a mullet right now.
Mullet for a year.
You would look ridiculous with a mullet.
Dude,
I'd love to see it.
My parents, I got a picture. My parents got me a mullet when I was in first grade.
Really?
I mean, I was like mortified that they thought that was acceptable.
I mean, Bronson had one for a year and a half.
Yeah, but he wanted it.
Yeah, I know. It's true.
My parents just brought me there and they're like, yeah, and then they had it cut and then they're like, oh, it looks really good. I'm like, looks really good. This is, I mean, it changed the course of my life. I don't know what would have happened without the mullet.
Let's think about that. What would have happened?
It could have been better. It could have been worse. I don't know. But I know that mullet in some way has shaped me to be the person I am today.
Would you rather have out of control body hair or strong, pungent body odor?
This is so tough. Out of control. So out of control body hair. I'd have to know, what does that mean?
Just
Like you're getting a noon shadow.
like you got hair that comes up your neck and like the back of your neck and like.
And I mean, could you laser it off, or it doesn't work?
It's not an option right now.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go.
I don't like smells, dude.
Yeah, I'd have to do the body hair thing.
Oh God, that's tough.
Body hair, yeah. Yeah, the smell thing I can't do.
I don't know about that. Yeah, I had to do the hair. I had to do the hair.
Have you ever heard of the car thing called Alto? It's like Uber, but it's Alto.
Mm-mm.
I think that's what it's called. I used one time. One time. They're nicer cars, but when I got in, this driver was so pungent that I had to, like, I literally was about to throw up. And when I got out of that car, I gave him a tip, and the first thing I did was delete Alto's app, because they ruined me to an extreme.
Okay. This is one that came up in that game we played. Would you rather know when you're going to die or how you're going to die?
Would you rather know when you're going to die or how? How?
Yeah, I'd rather know how.
I think so too.
Because like if it was like from a roller coaster, I wouldn't ride a roller coaster ever again in my life.
Yeah. So the same kind of concept. If you found a book that gives you the history of your life from start to finish,
Yep.
would you read the whole thing?
No. I mean, I'd peek.
I would probably read it until, like, I'd put an age on it. Like,
I'd want to know when I retire.
I'd probably read it to, no, I wouldn't retire. I don't think I'm ever going to retire. I would read it till I was like an age where I'm comfortable, like I'm probably going to live past.
Oh, God.
So I'd like read it till 45. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, I was saying like, let's say 65.
Okay. That's right around the corner for me.
Dude, that really is. That's scary to think.
I'm about to be 40 in June, man.
I know. That's scary. I mean, really, 40.
Like when we were kids, that was old.
Yes, 25 years from now, you're going to be 65.
I know. And our kids will be how old? Oh, my God. That's scary.
It depends on how old.
I mean, Kenzie's 37, so it should be 20. She's 12. Should be 37.
Yeah, 37.
Oh, my God. She'd be 2 years away from what I am now.
Uh-huh.
God. That's freaky to think about, man. Time is very odd. It's a fickle bitch.
If you could pick the way, like, if you could pick the way you died, but you can't say something like, oh, I'd pass away in my sleep.
Oh, I was about to say that.
You can't say something like that. Which way would you die?
Oh, God.
This is a tough one. This is getting deep. I like it.
How?
How would you die?
Oh, you go first.
I got to think. I mean, there's a few. I don't know.
I don't know if I want to answer that question.
Why?
I don't know how to.
You know, I've heard of like many older men having heart attacks during sex and dying.
Well, that'd be cool.
And that's probably what I would pick.
With old men?
No, with old women.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it could be young women too. I don't know about them.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you. That's how. I think that's how Matthew McConaughey's dad died.
God bless.
He told a story about that. Yeah, dude. I don't know, man.
Or like a cool. I don't know, like a blaze of glory. I'd want it to be instant though.
Yeah.
So you know how that there's a guy who stole an airplane, and his whole intention was to fly an airplane by himself. Never had flown a plane ever. And he's talking to air traffic control. He's like, yeah, that my intention was to take this plane up and then do some tricks in this airplane, and and then turn it down and head out because he was suicidal. This guy got in the airplane in a commercial airplane, started doing barrel rolls and tricks, throwing up and puking, and then just down south burned it up.
Really?
Yeah, it died instantly. Obviously, I think.
Was he a Florida man?
No, he was from.
Okay,
I think it was.
That's always like some crazy story.
I think it was Seattle. He stole
When was this?
Hawaiian Airlines.
That's awesome. How do you steal a plane?
He worked at the airport.
Okay. Well,
and the way he was talking on like ATC, he was like, "Oh no, I know y'all got missiles. Don't try to make me land this thing." Like he was like, I just don't want to ruin anybody's day, and I don't want to try to land it and people get hurt. Like you could tell this guy was so caring, but he had finally.
It was his time.
It was his day, and he went out the most epic way. His name was Richard, I believe.
They call him Dick.
For short.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind going out like that.
Would you rather buy all... This is a good one for you. Would you rather buy all used underwear or all used toothbrushes?
Underwear. For sure. That's easy.
That is easy. For that's still gross. Ugh. Oh, this is already me. Would you rather talk like Yoda or breathe like Darth Vader?
Well, I hope you pick Yoda. That way you can do both.
No kidding.
Old Darth Breather.
Dude, I can't control it.
I know. We're going to fix you, dude.
Would you rather be hunted... Okay, here's the last one, unless you got something. Would you rather be hunted by a serial killer or by police for a crime you didn't commit?
Serial killer.
Yeah.
And here's why. If I'm being hunted by a serial killer, their intention is to inflict harm on me. So therefore, I can protect myself.
Okay.
Now, if the police are trying to find me for a crime I didn't commit,
Can't retaliate.
I can't protect myself. So I'm going to jail.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Yeah, at least you can fight back.
Yeah, and I could kill him.
I mean, you're our welder.
Hell yeah.
Oh, man. That's funny. Yeah. They got some interesting questions. They've got some really funny ones that like Barstool does.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can get away with doing that on here.
I want to do that.
I don't want to take their ideas away, but they got some funny ones. They got some really ones that really make you think.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I would love to do one of those that's just like the real dark ones.
Yeah. Dark humor is funny. Speaking of that, so this week, me and Vaughn went to the Houston Improv.
Oh, we did, yeah.
We went seeing our friend, Sean Doland.
Mm-hmm.
I found him on Instagram. I saw one of his clips of him talking about a story about him, his son getting bullied by a teacher's kid, and then the principal wouldn't do anything about it. He went to the school board. They called him a liar, apparently, and so he ran the guy's dissertation in a plagiarism. Yeah. I mean, so it's funny. So he's got a whole Instagram. I just shared it on my Instagram story the other day. So, but me and Vaughn went and saw him at the Houston Improv. He's going to come on the I need to hit him up. He's supposed to come on the podcast this week.
Okay.
Like he's going to come on. We need to figure out when. We're going to have him in to where we can talk to him and talk about his journey and what he does. But we went to the Houston Improv, saw Jesse Payton, 1,000 show.
Yep.
And so they had 4 acts that night total, including Jesse.
Yeah.
Sean was one of them. And man, it was fun.
That's
the first time it's sad to say, as much as I love comedy, that's the first time I've been to an improv show.
It was
and that was good.
It was a good I love improv shows.
Yeah.
Like I always have. That's one of those things like, people want to go to the bars on Fridays and Saturdays. Sometimes that gets old to do that.
Yeah.
I could go to an improv show almost any night of the week.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like playing golf.
the
for
only
me.
bad thing is it's so far away.
I wish they had one closer, and the one that they do have, the Improv Houston, is not in a good area.
Yeah, it's not a nice area from what I've been told. They did have good Red Robin there we ate at.
Yum.
That was a good burger.
It was phenomenal.
But the
burger.
show, they had him on. Sean was funny, man. He wrote he performed a song that night that he wrote for an ex-girlfriend that was deaf.
I never was he joking about?
No. She was sitting there.
She was there, but when he pointed to her, or not even pointed to her, he said she was here. She stood up like she heard him
Well, she can read lips.
from 65 foot away.
You never watched Seinfeld?
No, we talk about
God.
this all the time.
Dude, Jerry dated this girl that was deaf, and they needed her to read lips from across the room, so they brought her around.
That girl just didn't. I feel like she was.
She was, because even on his Instagram story, he's shown his FaceTime and he was playing it for her, and like she's like they're signing, and then she is deaf.
Oh, I thought she was talking.
No, she wasn't.
Oh,
But she was a pretty girl. She's in
yeah,
her.
she was.
But it was funny though, and so that song was really funny.
It was.
And so I shared that on my Instagram. But he,
Hoping it didn't offend anyone.
yeah,
Story.
I mean, she had a good time with it.
She
And
did.
He's the song was about.
yeah.
But then we had the other guy on there. What's his name? Ben
Oh gosh,
Stewart.
I don't remember his last name. I know he's from Lamarck.
He's from the Mark, because the guy that I go to for body work, they went, like I told you, they grew up together.
Yeah,
And so Ben Daniels, is that it?
I feel like that's close. Yeah.
Yeah, but he was a dark humor guy.
Ben Daniel.
Ben Daniel, bend over,
Ben Gay.
Ben Gay. Okay.
How long?
So he was funny too, man. He had some good he had some dark ones,
No,
That
he
were-
did.
but he's into the dark humor,
He is.
which I like.
And
And,
I-
then Jesse Payton came out, and dude, the level of professionalism, like he's a pro up there. You could definitely, I mean, it's his 1,000th show, so you can
Yeah.
imagine he had a lot of time to perfect his craft.
Yes.
And he reminded me of like a white Kevin Hart,
Yeah, he
like
did.
because he's kind of animated like Kevin Hart, and he was loud, and he was really funny though.
He was good. I mean, he did a phenomenal job.
I thought his act was funny. He had some really good jokes.
He worked the crowd. He picked on the crowd. I'm a big fan of people who pick on the crowd.
Yeah, we were hoping we were going to get picked on.
The whole time, I'm honestly, here's my thought in my mind. Like, this is true story. In my mind, I'm thinking, you know what? I want to break into the comedy game.
Yep.
If he picks on me in any way, I'm going to turn this show into my show.
But the bad thing is, Jonathan stole the show that night.
Jonathan did steal the show.
Yeah.
Jonathan did a great job.
Yeah.
I wish they would have picked on us.
Yeah.
And then we could go on stage and, like, heckle him and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And then
We'd have sold merch there.
we'd have sold merch, yes.
That was funny.
Speaking of merch, we need to sell the rest of our Dale Not Dale podcast shirts this week.
It'd be nice.
All of them.
If you haven't bought one yet, please buy one. We're begging you.
Yeah.
We need money.
And hopefully you wear a 2X and a 3X and I think we're out of smalls.
Yeah, we didn't have a whole lot of smalls. Got a large and extra large.
We have large and extra large. I thought those would sell. I don't know.
I mean, that size sold, but
We just need to sell what's left
yeah. we need-
and then move into something else. Keep doing the merch, of course, but
yeah, we need to think of something else.
like Dale Not Dale podcast toilet paper.
Like, remember I Love You Man? The guy's like, dude, you pissed on my face. He had those urinal cakes with his face on them. He was talking about that.
See? Yeah, those would be awesome.
We just go drop them every place you go to.
This looks like a really good urinal cake.
Dude, I'd pee on
It's-
your face so quick right there.
Thank you.
Not in a weird way.
Thank you. Are you sure you haven't read one of those erotica books already?
Yes, I have. All right, so what's Smut book? What's the Smut book club going to be called?
I tried to think about it. It's gotta be something punny, right?
Yeah. Any ideas, Magnus?
Magnus, is taking the high road on this one.
You can be on the board.
I would think, something that does the word smut have to be into it?
No, it doesn't. It
Okay.
doesn't. It's just going to be the smut. I mean, blank.
But is the book club pertaining to the podcast, or is it just something outside of it?
Yeah, it's our book club.
It's our book club. Okay. So,
Or unless we call it the Dale Not Dale Book Club, it doesn't matter.
yeah, I mean, we got to be somewhat original.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know, man. We could do like I'm cracking myself up here because all the things running through my mind. We could do something like lips and dildos.
Oh, wow. I don't know if we can go with that one.
Is that too much?
That's a little too much.
Okay, let's do. I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna put a thing on Instagram, and I'm gonna have people give us some suggestions. I'm gonna reach out to the friend. That's the smut book leader,
The smut keeper.
the keeper of the smut,
Yeah.
and ask her like, "Hey, we're starting a book club. You want in? You're in.
Yeah.
You're grandfathered in because she's been doing it for a while."
Okay.
And then,
So she's gonna be the smut leader.
yes,
She's gonna do the recommendation.
well, she's
smuts.
gonna be providing the books.
Yeah. Okay. The smut keeper. Yeah, I like the smut keeper.
Yeah,
And she divvies it out to her smut men.
that's it.
And then we just influx all the smut lit.
Yeah, and then we need to think of a scale of 1 to 5 of something, and we do a rating.
Okay. So does like 5, does that mean most?
Most smutty you can think.
Okay, so the content doesn't matter. It's just the smutness.
I mean, well, we can have multiple levels.
Okay.
Level of smut, level of how good the story is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We need to find out what those levels should be.
Yeah.
And then we got to have a ranking system like what those 4 out of 5 blanks. I don't know what it is.
I do.
Okay. Yeah. So
No, we for sure. But we are going to call this episode "Smuts Up in Here."
smuts up in here. It needs to be said. I don't know. We got a little time to think about it.
Stop being a smut.
Yeah. Smut stops here.
Smut stops here. Smut starts here.
Smut starts here. After this episode.
Yes.
After Semi-Stupid.
That's it. Smut starts here. That's the one. That's what we're naming this episode.
All right. This might bring a new demographic to our show.
Or what's up, smut?
Oh,
Magnus,
man.
what do you think? What's up, smut, or smut starts here?
He's at a loss for words. And his shirt's back on.
Oh, yeah. Shirt's back on. He's reading a Bible. This is weird.
He's reading a Bible. Got a Bible app up.
I mean, I know I get out there, but man, you went from half naked to fully clothed and doused in holy water.
Oh, man.
God bless him.
All right. Well, it's time to wrap this puppy up.
That's what smut.
All right.
All right.
All right. Later.
Later.
Ready?